Yo, welcome back to some more battles. We are in the Open Great League, and let's see if we can get some wins with the Shadow Dusknoir paired with the Lapras and the Stunfisk in the back. So looks like they do swap out where you're just gonna fire off this Shadow Punch. Looks like they were trying to catch the dynamic punch, but we were patient with it and we deal a significant amount of damage, so much so that we can just sack the Dusknoir and then go into this Lapras. Lapras gets a farm down after tanking the move. Ooh, and fortunately for us, ends up being the Primate, but we do have the shield advantage. We have to think about if this is going to be the big move or not. They decided to go for the Rage Fist. We fire off another move. This is definitely going to get a shield because they don't want to see this with their Basti. We definitely shield this at this point, and they swap back into Bastidon. That is going to be an opening for us because now we have total control. We go for this Mud Bomb. We know the first one doesn't KO, and we're going to completely over farm here. We get to another move before they reach another move that takes it out, and because we were so over farming, we get to another move after one more Thundershock for the KO. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Stunfisk in the end, taking out the Primate and the Basti, managing that energy effectively. Oh, interesting. We got I believe that was a Shadow Empoleon. They swap into their Ghost. Let's see. It is going to be a regular Dusknoir, it looks like, and we are just going to swap out here after grabbing a shield. We are going to have to tank a couple of these Shadow Punches, it looks like, but that's okay because we want little to no farm for that Empoleon. We fire off the Sparkling. The Sparkling does almost KO, but we get the farm down, and looks like we find a Altaria lurking in the back. This Altaria is going to be able to apply a lot of Phasma pressure. We are going to shield here so that we can fire off our own Shadow Punch again. Doesn't quite KO, but we get the farm down, and now we have a little bit better situation as we get to this move here, grabbing this shield, and now they're in a really bad spot. We know that we can tank one. This does a significant amount, but we do survive it, and luckily we still have a shield, so this next move will be shielded, and just like that, we are at the Discharge, and the Discharge will take out the Empoleon. So GG's to our opponent. Classic Steel Dragon Core, broken up by our Dusknoir, mainly because we did grab that shield. Okay, now we're gonna have the Dedenne. So more Dedennes are floating around because of the Dragon Steel Core of Empoleon. And this here, we're just going to stay in because it looks like they also want to stay in. They're going to be able to reach this move. We know we survive it. And now here comes the big decision. Will they double shield or let this go? They decided to let it go. So that's pretty good for us. Ooh, regular Typhlosion is shown. We can tank the first one because it's non-shadow, but we definitely can't tank another one. And it looks like our opponent does bank a move, heads into their Quagsire. We have to fire off this Sparkling. They get the farm down, unfortunately, and this is not the best situation. Let's see what they throw here. Mud Bomb version. Okay, that's worse. If they have the Aqua Tail, I guess it would have been spammy just as much, but we are going to see if we can get our opponent to throw inefficient energy. We do catch something here. It ends up being the Blast Burn. The Blast Burn is going to use up a lot of energy, which allows us to overfarm here, get to the Mud Bomb, and get to an additional Mud Bomb to take out this Quagsire. The Quag needed to get to 2 Mud Bombs as well because we started... they actually needed to get to 1 because the Quag already threw one of the moves earlier. So good timing and good pacing by us and managing every single bit of energy available to us. This is going to be all about Phasma pressure here. We are going to fire off the move first because we do have another answer for it, kind of. So let them win the lead, but we grab a shield. But you can see here, we do end up having the Lapras to tank all this energy. Oh, they actually go for the Icy Wind. That is interesting. That basically lets us farm more. They go for another Icy Wind. And that is not what we want to see in the back. So we are going to try to catch a move. Ends up being the Stone Edge, so that's not bad. Oh, and it's gone from bad to worse. Double ground in the back. At least the Stunfisk did catch an inefficient move. Our only hope here is to whittle this down low enough that one Sparkling is going to be able to take it out. Let's see if this is going to be shielded or not. It is not, but we get the farm down. That's going to be key because we need that extra energy to try to win this game here. We have the shield advantage, so they have to basically get to 3 moves. So we should be seeing a lot of baits. Yeah, there's really no point in going for the big move. Only Aqua Tails needed here from them, but because they are throwing Aqua Tails, it's allowing us to overfarm. We have 2 moves. Now, will we get KO from this next move? No. We survived that fast move, which allows us to get to another Sparkling for the KO. So GG to everyone, able to win that game barely with the Lapras in the back, just farming and building up to the utmost efficiency, and luckily surviving that last mud shot. All right. Okay, a little bit of reset here. Looks like there were no more opponents at that particular time, but looks like we are going to get a new game. Bastiodon is revealed. They actually swap into their Togekiss. Interesting swap here, as this Togekiss here usually runs a fighting move. Yep, there it is. So at this point, we are just going to sack the Lapras because it's going to have no play against the Basti later on. And technically, we still have 2 decent answers to the Basti. And looks like the Gastro is going to be shown, and that is horrible for our Stunfisk. We basically have no chance here, as these mud slaps are just going to be able to eat away at us. In hindsight, we needed to go our Stunfisk into the Togekiss. Looks like they did trick us, and this Gastro, even though it was going to probably be pretty decent against our Lapras anyways, we could have a better shot. So check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.